Driving can be one of the most relaxing activities. Spanning from California to Australia, sometimes the journey really is the destination. A relaxing scenic drive down winding coastal roads can be really therapeutic. Welcome back to another episode of Feetpin Travel. Join us on our journey around the world as we share our best travel tips, guides, and amazing experiences with you. If you're not a part of our community yet, hit the subscribe button now so you never miss out on our latest and greatest uploads. Remember, we travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at beautiful ocean drive routes you must experience at least once. Let's get started. Pacific Coast Highway, USA. Pacific Coast Highway, PCH, is a portion of State Route 1 or SR1 running along most of the Pacific coastline of the U.S. state of California. It is also a part of the larger Pacific Coastal Highway that extends along the Pacific coast of the entire Americas. This asphalted state highway runs along some of the most beautiful coastlines in the world, leading to its designation as an all-American road. It's very intense because there are no guardrails at the edge and there is little room for error if oncoming traffic swerves in your direction. Also called Highway 1, it takes about 5 hours to drive the PCH. The highway sees the most traffic in July and August. Avoid these times if you want to take a leisurely drive. In the winter seasons, drivers must be aware of the danger from mudslides as well. Always check local advisories before embarking on your journey. The road often takes hairpin turns with narrow shoulders and steep drop-offs, so you must be alert at all times. Don't forget to pull over in safe places to really enjoy the vista. Hana Highway, USA. Located in Maui, the second largest of the Hawaiian Islands, the road is 52 miles or 84 kilometers long. You will pass 617 white-knuckle switchbacks, 56 one-lane bridges, and tons of waterfalls as you travel away from civilization. This snake-like hairpin bends on a warped narrow road that links Kahului with the town of Hana. This serpentine coastal route offers a perfect antidote to the vagaries of mainland winters and a complete escape from daily life. You'll have to navigate through and around 600 hairpin turns, 54 one-lane bridges, steep cliff drop-offs, falling rocks, and even some confusing mile markers that reset. Plus, it rains often. Winding its way past waterfalls, beaches, bridges, and spectacular ocean views, the 600 hairpin turns and 54 bridges make it one of the most demanding. Great Ocean Road, Australia. The Australian Great Ocean Road, B100, is one of the most incredible coastal drives in the world. It's an outstanding coastal journey and one of Australia's most famous road touring routes, with awe-inspiring limestone cliffs and incredible rock formations. This asphalted road on the southeastern coast of Australia spans 243 kilometers or 151 miles along the stunning coastline of Victoria's southwest. It links the Victorian cities of Torquay and Allunsford. Passing the famous 12 Apostles limestone stack formations, the Great Ocean Road runs along Victoria's southeast edge, starting at Torquay and finishing at Allunsford. Atlantic Ocean Road, Norway. Located in the Midwest part of the Norwegian coastline, the Atlantic Road, with a length of 8,274 meters or 5.1 miles, is part of Norwegian National Road 64, RV64. It's a very popular tourist attraction in the country. The road includes 8 bridges with a total length of 891 meters. The construction of the road started in August 1983, and it took 6 years to be finished. Driving along the Atlantic Road is like teetering on the edge of the sea. This road has been heralded as one of the most spectacular roads in the world by DangerousRoads.org users. It links the town of Kristiansund and Molde, the 2 main population centers in the country of Møre og Romsdal in Fjord, Norway. It starts approximately 30 kilometers southwest of Kristiansund and ends 47 kilometers north of Molde. The road's roller coaster feel, curvy bridges, and phenomenal views have made it a favorite of road trippers and motorcyclists. It was also designated a cultural heritage site, is considered a national tourist route, and has been recognized as the Norwegian construction of the century. Strada Statale Amalfitana, Italy. The popular Amalfi Coast route, SS-163 Amalfitana, follows the shoreline from Sorrento south to Salerno in Italy. Locals recommend planning a drive of the Amalfi Coast during the shoulder tourist seasons, mid-September to October and May, when the road is less crowded and lumbering tour buses are fewer. The road along the Amalfi Coast is famous for its hairpin bends, zigzags, the view over the sea, and the narrowness in some parts. The road winds along the cliffs and it was built at a very steep angle, so zigzags backwards and forwards. 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐤𝐞 Trail, Canada. This scenic roadway is located in northern Victoria County and Inverness County on Cape Breton Island, in the Canadian province of Nova Scotia. The route is 298 kilometers or 185 miles long. It's open all year round and completes a loop around the northern tip of the island, passing along and through the scenic Cape Breton Highlands. Besides the natural beauty to be found here, the 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐤𝐞 Trail immerses you in the still vibrant Gaelic and Acadian cultures of Cape Breton. Slea Head Drive, Ireland. The Slea Head Drive is a circular route beginning and ending in Dingle in County Kerry, Ireland, with a length of 30 miles or 47 kilometers. The road, officially called R559, shows a large number of attractions and stunning views on the western end of the peninsula. The route is clearly labeled by road signs throughout its length. To properly enjoy the drive, a half day should be set aside for the journey. Every twist and turn of this extraordinary route presents breathtaking views and stunning vistas, causing it to be one of Ireland's favorite and most photographed attractions. And for good reason too. Slea Head Drive has been etched out of the steep hillside, following every contour of the coastline. It is narrow and winding and precarious and undoubtedly a little frightening in places. The roads are narrow and winding, so drive with caution. The road narrows appreciably and uncovers amazing views over the Atlantic, the nearby Blasket Islands, and the rugged coast covered with luscious green. Carretera de Sa Calobra, Spain. Sa Calobra Road, officially designated MA 2141, with a length of 13 kilometers only and located in Majorca Island, Spain, is one of the most scenic drives in the world. Imagine dropping a long piece of wet spaghetti on the floor. The pattern it makes looks something like what the road looks. Snaking through the rocky landscape of the island, the 8-mile stretch of tarmac is also steep. Built in such a way as to avoid using tunnels, a fair proportion of the road has a gradient of more than 7%. If you really want a challenge, try tackling it by bike. Adriatic Highway, Croatia. The Adriatic Highway is an asphalted road in Croatia along the eastern coast of the Adriatic Sea. The road, part of the European route E65, runs along the coast of Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Montenegro. A quick glance at the map at its sheer drops and serpentine twists and turns confirms that this is no hype. The road, known as Jadranska Magistrala, has a collection of serpentine twists and turns, leading to a hole in the crash barrier, the sea, hundreds of feet below. The route has clear blue water to one side and a view of islands in the distance. The Adriatic Highway has to be seen to be believed. It swoops down close to the shoreline before climbing high over cliff tops, often with nothing but a sheer drop on one side to the sea below. Overwater Highway, China. Located in central China, the Overwater Highway links Jinshan County and the Zhaojun Bridge in Hubei Province. In order to avoid cutting through the woods, about 4.4 kilometers of the 10.9-kilometer highway has been constructed above a river that runs through picturesque mountains. Work began in 2013 and finished in 2015. The new road shows that drivers are literally traveling over water as the motorway is built in the middle of a river valley. The road is built on top of a bridge that follows the curve of the river valley. 75-mile Beach Road, Australia. Located in Fraser Island off Australia's eastern Queensland coast, 75-mile Beach Road is one of Australia's most iconic four-wheel drive adventures. It's a four-wheel drive road littered with places of interest to visit along the way. Be careful when driving due to hidden sand humps and dips, and beware of the dingoes. Fun, beautiful, and just a bit scary, the sand squeals as you drive over it. The drive runs along most of the east coast of Fraser Island. You have to be aware of the tide and cannot drive on the beach at high tide or for 2 hours on either side of it. The sand can be hard, soft, dry, or wet. Aircraft often land on the beach, and if you can afford it, this mode of travel is a great way to see the entire island in a short space of time, with the obligatory beach landing, of course. With that, we've reached the end of this video all about beautiful ocean drive routes you must experience at least once. Which of the routes would you most like to explore? Do you guys know of any other ocean drives we didn't include? Get involved and let us know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this one and found it interesting, remember to leave a like on the video so we know to make more for you. Also, subscribe to Feetpin Travel for even more amazing travel content just like this video. As always, thanks for watching. See you again soon in another episode.